Alright, BobalosRex here, and we're talking more decor. This time we're talking Dragonflight decor. Alright, there's going to be an extra video to this that I'm just separating because of the type of the decor. But let's get into it. So, we're starting off in Valdrakken at the Seat of the Aspects, right here at the Renown. So with the Renown vendor, if you're not capped, I'm going to go over what levels you get some of these rewards, even though I don't know what exactly. At Renown level 3, 6, 14, and 20, once you get 20, you'll have all the decor unlocked, but that's how you get the decor from this vendor. And the first, the sconce you probably came and got already for a quest from the pandas, but there's more. So here we have the Valdrakken oven. And a lot of this stuff is going to be for Dragon Isle supplies. I'm pretty sure most of it, but there may be a few that are different. So we also got Valdrakken Garden Fountain. The Draconic Stone Table. Kind of see the design down there. I wish I could, like, flip these. Yeah. And we got the Dragon's Grand Mirror. Alright. I gotta read better. And then that's going to be all the decor on this vendor. But there's more. So I'll meet you at the next vendor, which requires an achievement. I'll see you there. Alright, I'm heading into the bank here. The Valdrakken Treasury, right just down below where the vault was. And at Avantis, you could buy more of the Great Horde decor. Alright, now this is from the achievement A World Awoken. So you would have had one. You can buy multiple here for Dragon Isle supplies. Alright, so that gives you the vault. So I think that's cool. So that's this vendor in the Treasury. Now there's one more vendor linked to the Renown, and I'm just going to fly over to him. So it's going to be in the Blacksmith area right here. Provisioner Thom. And he's going to sell the Draconic Crafter's Forge here. Alright. So you can get a Draconic Crafter's Forge here. So that's a pretty cool decor if you need. Alright. And it's saying requires a world quest, but I don't know. I was just able to buy it from this guy. But anyways, next vendor requires a Dracthyr. It may require an evoker, but like I said, you can just make a Dracthyr. Come over to this guy. Some of this is Dracthyr only. And this stuff costs gold. So here we got the Augmenters Opal Banner. Here, let me show where this vendor's at. So the Blacksmith was there, and this vendor's right over here. This is Tethalash. Right, we got Augmenters Opal Banner. Devastator's Brazier. Alright, and then we got Evoker's Elegant Rug. Preserver's Censure. Alright, so that's a cool little decor there. And then we got Draconic Crafter's Table. Alright. Okay, so there's all that decor that you can get from the vendors here in Valdrakken. But there's one more hidden away. Alright, so I'm actually just going to fly over to him so you can see. But it's on the other side of Valdrakken here. In the Bronze Shrine, across from the statue here, so in the Bronze Enclave. We're going to go in the building here. And this vendor, it looks like most of the stuff from this vendor came from quests in the Dragon Isles. So you may have to do the quest first if you don't have anything from this vendor. Alright, so just FYI. And here you can get the Valdrakken Stone Stool. You can buy more of them. The Elegant Dracthyr's Teacup. The Pentagonal Stone Table. The Roast River Beast Platter. Alright. The Elegant Dracthyr's Tea Set. The Valdrakken Lamppost. the Draconic Stone Memorial Stone. So you may already have one of each of these. Like I said, this vendor also sells the renown stuff as well. So we see the oven, the stone table. So honestly, you can skip Unitos and just head straight to this vendor in the part here. All right. Now, there are a couple more vendors in Valdrassus. So the next vendor I'm going to take you over to is in Eon Fringe, and I'll see you there. All right, I'm flying into Eon's Fringe here, and it's going to be the big forge looking building here. Over here in Valdrassus. Into the forge area, and this is where you can talk to Ironous Cold Steel. And if you've done the achievement Fringe Benefits, all right, which is doing the dailies over here, getting this rep, you can get a Valdrakken sconce decor. All right, and there was some transmog here that I was missing, so that was cool to find out. So yeah, there's that decor here, and now we're gonna head to the Archival Assault. All right, but I do want to mention there is a decor in Algathar Academy. So you can get, all right, the Valdrakken bookcase from the last boss of Algathar Academy. So while you're here in Valdrassus, you can hit up Algathar's Academy and get a bookshelf. Now, I'm going to take y'all to the next decor vendor, and I'll meet you there. All right, I'm here at Trader's Rest at the big dig here. At the Azerothian Archivist. At the vendor right here, Provisioner Arista, you can get Studious Dracthyr Tomes. And it costs 4k Mysterious Fragments. The weekly gives 5k. You can farm more, but it's pretty expensive for a couple of books if you ask me. But yeah, you can buy those for 4k Mysterious Fragments at this vendor right here in Trader's Rest in Azure Span. Alright. So, we got a couple more vendors on the Dragon Isles, and I'll meet you at the next ones. Okay? Alright, I'm here at the Dragonscale base camp now in the Waking Shore. And we're at our next vendor, and this one, again, comes from the Renown. Alright, so you may have to get some Renown here. There we go. Renown 10, it looks like. I don't see any more after that. Alright, so Renown 10 for the Dragonscale Expedition decor, and from this vendor you can get a rectangular Cinderite rug, long Cinderite rug, circular Cinderite rug, oh, and 16, Renown 16 for the Reliquary storage crate, and the Blood Elven candelabra. We also have, this one says 24. I think this is mislabeled because in the section it had 3. So we also have the Reliquary telescope, and that is all the decor from here. All right, we're gonna head to the next vendor, but I also want to mention Neltharus. Neltharus also has decor. And in Neltharus, you can get the Kalashi Goulash. You want some big bowl of stew with a bone, you can get run Neltharus, which is right up there. Right over there. At the Obsidian Sanctum. Alright. Now, we're heading over to the Ruby Life Pools. Alright. Which also has decor in it here. So Ruby Light Pools, they have the Valdrakken hanging lamp. Alright. And that dungeon is right below here, where we're heading right now. And there is a vendor here. Hold up. So, we're here in the Ruby Life Shrine. And there is another vendor right here that sells the Open Tome of Dragon's Dedication. You may have to have done a world quest for this, or a quest for this, to unlock this decor. But you can just buy a tome here from Lifecaller Zardrak. All right. Now, I do need to mention this. This is not really dragon decor, but whatever zone has the Dreamsurge in it, there is decor from Dreamsurges. So we're going to talk to Celestine of the Harvest, wherever she's at. She could be here. She could be in one of the other zones. And she sells a Moon Clasp Satchel for 500 Dreamsurge Coalescence. So if you have a bunch of that stored up, you can grab a bunch of these backpacks. These, I think, you know, because I got a bunch, I can get a couple, but look at this. 500 of this for a backpack when a mount costs 1,000 and armor and pets cost like toys are 500. Either way, we got one more vendor. Yeah, one more vendor here. Not in the Waking Shore, but on the Dragon Isles proper that I want to talk about. So we're heading to the Forbidden Reach, and I'll see you there. Now, one trick I like to use is if you got to go to the Forbidden Reach and you're near one of these ancient waygates, you can use that to port up there, because we're just heading up to Morcat Isle. Alright, now once you're here in Morcat Village over here, you want to run up to the dragon here named Jolynth, and she sells more dragon hordes. So if you've done the achievement Forbidden Spoils, you would have had one of these, and you can buy more for Elemental Overflow here if you want a couple more dragon horde chests. And that's all the dragon decor of the Dragon Isles. Now, I am going to have another video coming up talking about some decor from Belameth. Alright? That's just going to be a short one. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hold up. There is some more decor, of course, for the Dragon Isles, and you can, like, filter, even by expansion here. It's a little finicky, though, but you would have noticed there's more dragon decor, and a lot of it's just from crafting. Of course, you want to get all your crafters loaded up with all the new decor from those vendors. So if you have a tune coming over here to the Dragon Isles to do this, make sure you learn your new crafts from the Dragon Isles crafting vendors or trainers. All right. So that's it for the dragon decor from the Dragon Isles, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.